Those thoughts don't just pop in there. We're conditioned. See, as we're growing up, we're watching our parents, we're watching our grandparents, we're listening to our parents, we're listening to our grandparents. We're getting conditioned by all the television shows we watch and the books we read and the surroundings. Anything significant we do in life, we got to do it 2 times. In the first place is where? Right here. You finish this. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. I mean, that's just the way life works. I think there's 4 steps we need to take. We need to read, we need to listen, we need to attend, and we need to hang with the right people. Now, I'm going to go over those one at a time now. Reading. I am a slow reader. I don't like to read, if you really want to know the truth. I'm one of those guys that I'll read me a couple of pages, and I'll sit up and I'll think, what did I just read? I've got now, guys, I'm sure all you guys are speed readers, okay? I mean, I can tell from the reaction, but with me, I got now where I underline and I highlight and I dog ear and I put stars and I do everything I can so that I can comprehend the stuff that I'm reading. You're getting the best of the best in those seminars if you pick good ones, and you're learning from the greatest there is by sitting in those seminars. Guys, it's an amazing time. For a couple of days, you can sit there and be learning from the giants in whatever industry you're looking to learn from. I think the seminars are amazing. I know Robert Kiyosaki talks about his life started changing when he went to a real estate seminar. I mean, you can just point out the people, guys, that their lives have changed when they did that, because when you go to a seminar and you spend a couple of days getting totally immersed from masters, people that know what they're doing, amazing things can start happening in your life. So we're going to read, we're going to listen, we're going to attend to some seminars. My last point on this is pretty simple, guys. It's who do you run with? Who do you run with? Being a basketball coach, at the beginning of the season, I would always pull my team together. And we would have a talk, and you guys can probably figure out in that talk, I would talk about how I wanted them to act, how I wanted them to dress, how I wanted them to treat teachers and the administration with respect. I mean, I went over all the stuff that you would expect me to do in a team meeting. But I would also do this every time, every year. I would look at them and I'd say, guys, you show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. See, I didn't want them getting in trouble, and I knew if they hung with the right crowd that they would have a much better chance of not getting in trouble. So I wanted them running with the right people. Sounds like good strategy, doesn't it? Coach, want your team hanging with the right people. Well, guys, I'm going to make the same statement to each of us. You show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. We've got to run with winners. We've got to run with winners. We all know winners. We know people that see the glass half full. We know people that are always trying to grow and better themselves. They're hustling. They're trying to make things happen for their families. They're always looking to improve. They're fighting to do better. We know those kind of people. Now, let me say this. If you can run with people that have already accomplished it, that's the best of all worlds, because they already have the roadmap. But if I can't run with somebody that's already been there and done it, I'm at least going to run with people that are pulling the rope the same way I'm pulling the rope. Because if we're running with those winners, guys, here's what you find out. That starts rubbing off. And all of a sudden, you're going to start realizing, gee, they're not that special. Gee, if they can do it, geez, I can do it. Gee, I can do that. I mean, and we start getting excited about the possibilities in our life because we're running with people that are going somewhere in their life. Guys, I challenge us to run with winners, because here's the problem. The flip side is also true. If you're running with a bunch of negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybabies, if you're running with a bunch of people that are always blaming somebody else and something else for their lack of success, if you're running with those kind of people, what you're going to find out is that starts rubbing off on us too, guys. See, I'm simple-minded, but I got a theory on negative people. Y'all want to hear my theory? My theory is this. If you're negative, my legs still work, I'm out of here. We need to understand this. Every relationship in our life is either pulling us up or dragging us down. We've got to work. See, the world doesn't pay us for what we know. The world pays us for what we do. See, the universe has a rule that it rewards action. See, I find out so many times that the difference between the winners and the losers that I find is that the winners take action. The winners get out there and get going. The winners, they're doing something, where I find that the people that aren't accomplishing much in their life, they're just always getting ready to get ready. Now, have we all heard this? Tell me if you've heard this one. Ready, aim, fire. Okay, we've all heard that one, right? What I find as I travel the world is I see people that they get ready and they aim. And then they get ready and then they aim some more. And then they get ready again and then they aim. And then they try to get it just perfect and then they aim. And then they redo it again and then they aim. And then they try it one more time and then they aim. But they never fire. They never take action, guys. You know the best way to hit a target? Best way to hit a target is, yeah, we're going to get ready, absolutely. We're going to aim, yes, absolutely. But then we've got to fire. And then we look and see where we hit on that target. And then we adjust our sight. We adjust a little bit, and then we shoot again. And then we adjust a little bit, and then we aim and shoot again. And then we adjust a little bit, and then we aim and we shoot again. And all of a sudden, boy, we're hitting that bullseye right dead center every time. But it took that aiming, firing, adjusting, aiming, firing, adjusting. I submit that in life, that's what we got to do. In business, that's what we've got to do. We can't always just be planning. I tell people you can't have paralysis by analysis. I mean, we get all hung up on just trying to make sure it's all perfect before we ever start. No, it's never going to be perfect before you start. You're never going to know everything. If you're trying to wait till you know everything, you will never get started and life will pass you by. We've got to get out there and take action. I mean, write the proposal, get in the class, start doing whatever it is you want to do. And yeah, you're going to have to make adjustments along the way, absolutely. Every business venture I'm in, it never goes exactly like I think it's going to go. So as I'm rolling along, I adjust and fire again. And then if it's still not going right, I adjust and fire again. Guys, we've got to take that action. That's what's going to make it happen for us. That's what we've got to do, guys. We can't sit around waiting with our hand out. If that's it, guys, it's an ugly deal in the end. Let me tell you that. It's going to be an ugly deal in the end. All right, I don't have time to go there. That's another talk, okay? Now, I was about to get fired up if y'all couldn't tell. We've got to get back in the dream business. I'm telling you, that's probably the biggest key out there. We got to dream again, guys. If we don't have any dreams, what is it? You know, I think without dreams, we're dead. Even the Bible says without vision, the people perish. We've got to get our dreams back, guys, and I challenge us all to let's start dreaming again. Then we got to grow again. If we want more, we got to become more. So challenge us all, guys, to draw the line in the sand today and say, today's the day I'm going to take those 3 steps. Today's the day is going to be my day of breakthrough. Let's make it today, guys, because we can. That's what's exciting. See, the only person that can stop you is you. Let's do something. I believe with all my heart, there's going to be 2 groups of us in this room. There's going to be the group that's glad they did, and there's going to be the group that wishes they had. I hope you're in the glad they did category. God bless. We're finished.